How's it going, everyone? My name is Andre, aka mrVega, and today I have another online match for you guys. We're not continuing the saga that we started on the last video, so this is I'm playing against a different player, and it's gonna be 1v1 instead of 2v2s. And the name of the player is Corazon. He's also part of the community, and he's actually a pretty good, experienced BFME E1 online player. So we're gonna be testing two factions. We both went for random factions. We'll see what we get, and we chose the map Forts of Isen. So let's jump right into it. So on this matchup, I'm playing Mordor, and or Corazon, he's playing the Moria faction. So he went for one of the production units right from the bat, Golem, and then he's capturing the other resource buildings around it. And I started with an orc pit, a furnace, which was a mistake. I didn't realize, for some reason I didn't realize I was playing Mordor. I thought I was playing Isengard for some reason, so I built a furnace instead of a slaughterhouse. That was my mistake. And then I also go for the lumber mills around here, and then he's fighting me with his units there, and then I'm going to bring the eye and my other units to try to protect my lumber mills. And then he has Golem pushing as well. I think he's going to bring it to try to help save his army there, but it's a little bit too late already. We won't be able to do that. And here I see that he has his other units going for my other lumber mills, so I have my orcs going in that direction, trying to defend it. And I build a tower next to it, so if he doesn't, like, he micro properly, if he stays here trying to get this lumber mill, he would get shot by the tower. So that's why he went that way. And then I think he realized he can't fight this, and then he's gonna try to run away, I think, with those units now. And then I'm spamming orcs here, so they're free. So I just spam them all the time to fight for map control and try to contest some things around the map. And let's see what he's doing now. So he's doing more mines. Try to get more money. He still doesn't have a production unit building, so it's going to be a more passive start. Now that I finished clearing his units, he doesn't have anything on the battlefield. But I did not scout his base, so I didn't know that. I probably could have done that with one of my orc battalions, and I could have tried to contest him, force him to build a tower or something like that, spend some extra resources. But I didn't do that. And Cora, he has more experience on Battlefield Warfare online games than I do. Normally I play more single player matches, and I do my 1v7s, as you guys know. So I'm kind of just getting back into 1v1s and 2v2s online matches, so I'm out of practice here, but I'll do my best. And now I have my orcs trying to push to see what he's doing and all that kind of stuff. And then here I realized that I was building the wrong things, the furnaces, so I started building the slaughterhouses. So at some point I'm going to demolish them and have all slaughterhouses, because I'm going for trolls. Here I have my units around just to protect my lumber mill, and then I'm going for Golem again. Then I have to keep spamming more lumber workers, which you should always do as well. You should always create an extra 3 or 4 lumber workers. It will increase your production unit, especially once they start to get clear of the trees that are really close to it and they have to push further out. You're going to need more and more workers to keep your production nice. Here I'm pushing him with some of my works, trying to keep the pressure on, keep his economy in check. And here he went for wards as first building. I don't know if that's the best strategy or not, but that's what he decided, and they are actually really annoying, especially because it's hard for me to deal with them. I didn't go for a Horizon Palace or anything like that, and I'm not going to. So the only way I'll be able to start defending this and getting rid of them will be once I have my trolls up. Until then, he can pretty much just run in, destroy them, and go away. I don't think they should do that much damage to buildings though. In the wards, they are really strong against buildings, as you could see there. I don't think they should be that strong, because they're really mobile and they are good against other units and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah. But they hit really hard against production. See, I think that's too strong. I think that's too quick. I don't think they should do that much damage against production units or buildings in general. But yeah, so that's what he's doing. He's going for the warp spam. He's going to try to control the map by doing that. And I'm trying to get some map control back. As long as I have 2 lumber mills and my slaughterhouses, I am good. And here I fixed my slaughterhouses already. So I demolished the furnaces and I went for my slaughterhouses. And here I didn't build towers in the proper spot. This tower should not have been here. It should have been here where these are. I'm going to lose buildings for no reason here just because I didn't have this tower in the proper position. And he took advantage of that. So that's where his experience comes into practice, or you can see he's aware of this kind of things. He realized that I had no towers here, and he just went for the buildings. But look at how much damage the wargs does to buildings. I think it's too strong. And he didn't even, he had like 3 wargs or 4 wargs attacking him. That's too strong in my opinion. But good on him. Like, he took advantage that I didn't have the tower in the right spot. And he got rid of 2 of my buildings, so I have to rebuild them now. And now I have one of my trolls out. So I can start to defend a little bit better. The wargs can't kill the troll. Especially once I get the tree with him as well, then it'll be good for me. Here I didn't buy the lumber mill because I know I wouldn't be able to defend it. So I just destroyed his building and I left my archers here to see what he was going to do. So, yeah. But I'll contest it again in a little bit. Same with what I'm doing here with the troll. I'm just getting rid of his units. You can see that his map control is way better. For me it's still a little bit hard to micromanage all the areas in the map. So his experience also comes into play. Kind of stuff. He has better micro than I do, obviously. Micro and macro. So I'm still getting used to paying attention to the whole map at all times and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. But I'm still in a good spot. I have all my slaughterhouses up, I have my troll cage up, I have a troll out. So I can start contesting and can start getting back some map control now. That was my thought process as I was doing that. And Mordor in the beginning, they don't have any cheap heroes to go for. The cheapest heroes that they have are Scout Mod, which is 1100. So you kind of rely on orcs or Haradrim Palace if you want to go that route, but I don't think it's a good route. Maybe against some specific matchups would help, but I would rather go for the orcs and keep spamming and then just sending them everywhere to see what he's doing, and then if they die I just get extra power points, so I'm not too concerned about that either. Let's see how the power points are looking. So he has 3 power points currently. He went for the cave bats and he's saving up for something. Let's see what he does next. And then I currently have, so he has more power points than I do from killing all my orcs and my lumber mills over and over. He's also more efficient with his units than I am.
Another orc horde fresh out of the pit.
So when I played the Moria faction, I went for trolls right away, and he went for the upgrades, and then these units, which I don't think it's very strong. If I was playing Moria, I probably would have gone for, and here he's fighting my trolls, which is a mistake, because like he almost got it, but he had to use even his spells and everything. And I think he creeped with this unit a lot. I don't know how he got to level 5, I wasn't paying attention. And I'm assuming he creeped the whole map with this unit. That's probably how he got to level 5 with this unit. And I got my power spells now, so I got another power point, so I went for industry to boost up my eco. And because I know my micro is not very good, or is not as good as his at least, I like to go for all the towers right away, so if I'm not paying attention, I have some protection around my base. Here, I don't think he realized I have so many trolls out already, so I'm just gonna punish him and go for these wards here. What I'm trying to do here is just have a few units around my lumber mills, so I can defend them and boom from there. Because Mordor is still really strong late game, same as it is in the original game. So I'm just booming, getting trolls out, drummer trolls eventually, and Nazgul. So let's see So he's probably saving for some heroes, I guess, as well. With this much money he has. And then he's camping here, trying to... Yeah, he already has another hero out. So you can see that he has more resources, more map control, so he's better at doing that than me. To be fair, the wargs are quite a bit stronger than the orcs in the beginning, so he can control the map better, but yeah, that's kind of what he went for. And then for me, yeah, I'm saving for Nazgûl now, so the Nazgûl and the Fell Beast, so one of these guys. So once I can get those, these are really strong. They give you so much map control, and they're the best heroes for Mordor. They're better than Mouth of Sauron, they're better than the Witch King in my opinion.
This new mountain troll is a mean one.
The Witch King is gonna come into play once I have an army and he can use his leadership to buff everything, but until then, like, I have a massive army, but Hellbeasts are just so strong. You can just move around the map so easily and fight for map control, fight for lumber mills and all that kind of stuff. And I can always just disengage whenever I need to. I can always just peace out. Yeah, so here he is plotting this. I saw this. I don't remember which units I used to, but I think I had orcs that I sent this way, but I saw this army coming, so I was kind of ready for it. So, and he doesn't know that I have my Nazgûl yet. So I'm gonna move my Nazgûl back down here and even though he has fire arrows and everything, he won't be able to get rid of it off my Nazgûl right away. He does have a good amount of HP and all that. He did get rid of my trolls there, or my troll I should say. I still have more trolls that I have up here that I didn't move because I'm not that smart. Yeah. It's probably a mistake for him to take that fight, but he didn't know I had a Nazgûl, and once he sees that, he knows he can't run away, so he just leaves the units and go away with the heroes. Because the Nazgûl in this mod, they have this ability which gives them extra damage, armor and speed, which makes them really annoying to deal with. So normally you would be able to burst them down with fire arrows with some units, but once you have this up, normally you won't be able to get bursted down. So you use this, go in, you can use Screech, and then you can get rid of a lot of units that way. So I'm going back to just defending my lumber mill, getting some more money, because the eco for Mordor is a lot stronger than the eco for Moria. Despite having a bunch of mines and stuff, it doesn't have lumber mills, which produce resources a lot faster than furnaces or slaughterhouses or the mines or anything like that. Plus on top of that, I have industry, which he doesn't have. I can show you actually the PowerPoints that... Can I show you? No, I can't. But he doesn't have industry. He has or does he have industry? I might be wrong. He might actually have industry. I could be wrong. Yeah, and here I use Screech, so his archers couldn't do much. Well, as soon as they were going to attack me, I just used Screech, and they ran away. And now I'm level 5 now, so I have his ability, which makes it really hard for him to deal with my units. So now I'm just going for his hero. And I want to level this Fell Beast as much as I can. Yeah, and he can't do anything against me currently. He just doesn't have the means to do the Nazgûl, which might be something that needs to be looked into for Moria.
Looks like these
When it comes to dealing with eagles or flying units, they have horrible archers, and that's it. They don't have any ways of dealing with it. So maybe they should add something to it. And this spear troll here is just not strong enough. It doesn't do almost anything. Yeah, the biggest problem for Moria currently is that they just don't have a way of dealing with my Nazgûl. These archers are just not strong enough. So here is my army. I'm pumping out some Glimmer Trolls, some more Trolls, and I think I'm going to be doing attack Trolls pretty soon. I'm actually not sure how much better the attack throws are compared to the regular throws. They don't seem to be that much tankier or do that much more damage. Could be wrong though. I'm not sure how much stronger they are. But anyway, I'm going for them. And then here I got an outpost as well. And then I'm gonna get some furnaces. I just didn't get the furnaces because again I'm bad at microing, so I forgot to do that. But I'm gonna do that in a little bit. And now I'm just pushing out of some of my works. I have too many units doing nothing here. I might as well just send them out around the map to destroy some of the mines and stuff. He doesn't have an army big enough to defend all of those things.
Because of me.
So now I realize that my Nazgûl is really strong against Moria. So what I did is I saved for my. I'm saving now for my second Nazgûl. Yeah, I just purchased here. Let me go back to me here. Yeah. So I just purchased my other Fell Beast, and that's gonna give me such a huge advantage. And I keep farming power points here. I use Screech to get his units to stop shooting me. I use my ability, and I can just clear this whole thing. He doesn't have any way of dealing with the Nazgûl, which probably feels really bad for him. Like, he has archers, he has fire arrows, he has a statue, but still it doesn't matter. And Moria doesn't have any other option to dealing with flying units. But that might need to be looked into it, maybe having a hero with a spell that can deal with them a little bit better. Or some elite archers or something that can get, I don't know what's the best solution. Maybe giving them a flying unit of their own. Something like that. Because they just didn't have a way of dealing with it. So, because if he was playing another army that he knows how to play with, that it wasn't Moria, he probably would have won the game by now. Because he had a lot more map control, he probably would have surrounded my base, and would be difficult for me to play, but because if he can't deal with the Nazgûls, my life is so much easier. And you can see now that I have regained map control. I'm building now my things, and I want to build a siege work here for myself.
Looks like we got some more labor scum.
And here I just send the orcs just to see what's going on in that base. And to have the towers focusing on them, but I should have waited a little bit. I shouldn't have sent them right away so quickly. And here I'm gonna go into some units, try to do some damage to his base, get some power points. Which probably was a bad decision by me, because I think I probably fed him more power points than I did damage here, but again, I'm not that experienced, so I was just trying to see how much I could do with this army. And here he kept his army here defending. He didn't bother moving his units up, or to my base for that matter, which is a smart decision by his part, because I do have something to defend my base with, but. Yeah, so I did some damage, I lost a lot of units, so I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna go back and chill for now. So, that was my thought process there. And my Nazgûl is just back here, healing. The Mouth of Sauron is level 2, so he has Dark Magic, which is a really strong spell. I don't think I used once in this game, but I probably should have, because it's a strong spell. There's quite a bit of damage in an area. But you can see how much little damage that skill does to the Fell Beast, plus his units there. Just didn't have enough.
Is over. The time of the Orc has come.
And now
We've expanded the troll cage.
I should probably get Witch King, so I can get his leadership to help me go for the next push, and I should also get Darkness next for my power points if I can, I believe.
Open the doors to the great siege works.
Yeah, now he's pushing with his army, but it's not a good idea because his army is not particularly strong or anything. So it's just a field day for the Fell Beast. We just go in and destroy everything. He's already retreating. Didn't do any damage at all. He didn't even send his whole army, to be fair, but yeah, I don't think you should go for this kind of combos against with Moria. I think if you went for trolls, it would have been better for him. And I didn't realize that my Nazgûl was so low life there, so I lost him. I guess the reason he didn't go for trolls is just because I have Nazgûl and he wouldn't have a way to kill them if he did that. But so probably currently Mordor is the worst matchup for goblins. I would think, just because of the fell beasts. And now I went for darkness. I'm sure I should have popped it right there, but that's okay. I just wanted to assert my dominance. Yeah, now I just purchased the Witch King. So I'll have his leadership, and then probably after that I have darkness. I'm building an army again. I'm building the stronger orcs now to go for my final push. And with his leadership, which boosts my damage by 50 and armor by 25. That will be... that helps quite a bit. Plus darkness, that also gives another 25% boost. Plus the eye that I can use as well. Plus the drummer troll that also gives another 25%. And then for the trolls, which is my main army, is another 10. You can see there extra bonus for trolls. So. And now instead of going for his base, I decided to go for his units, I think, or no? No, yeah, I did go for his base. No, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Oh, I saw he was pushing there, so I just moved my Nazgûl to just deal with that, and then I'm gonna try to get rid of his army. Because his base currently is just chilling. He doesn't even have production units here, like unit production units, which is weird. He just went for resources, which is fair because his stuff is here. Yeah, that's a weird way of doing it, but that's how he decided to do it, I guess. Let's see what he's at for power spells. Well, he has 8 power spells. He's probably saving for what is it called? The Balrog. Yeah, and then I wipe his army, and then I will finish off the base now.
Goblins!
Oops. Not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Yeah, so I have 5 power points. And I decided to go for darkness over Sauron because Sauron is on the other side of the spell tree, which... Why can't I show you guys this? I'm not sure. But I think it's more effective. I don't think Sauron is that strong, if I'm being 100% honest. So I thought darkness would help me more once I push to finish off the game. So I'm doing more trolls here on my base. I grab this. Now I have all the map control. Now it's just a matter of me finishing out the game. Yeah, and he's not going for trolls at all, which I think is a mistake, but that's what he decided to do. So you can see that he doesn't have enough stuff to keep buying his units. He can only purchase goblins now from the mines, which is one of their Moria spells. So yeah, I don't think the goblins are strong enough to defend against a Mordor army.
There's a catapult just finished.
Oh well.
Oh, this new mountain troll is a mean one.
Yeah, so now I'm just rebuilding my army, and then I'll go for the final push.
The Black Orcs await your command.
Yeah, and Mordor in this mod also has the Black Orcs, which are these guys. If you play BFME 2, you know what they are. It's just the same idea. And you can put them together with the archers as well. So you can combo them with archers if you want to.
Urector!
Yeah, Fell Beast is level 10. And then do I have my other Fell Beast? Or I should have.
Give them new
Where did I?
archers.
Oh, I had it up here defending my catapult,
We've let the mountain troll out of his cage.
which is level 4. And now he purchased the Balrog, so he's gonna fight me. So the Nazgûl with that power is actually quite effective. And I also have the Witch King here. Yeah. And I use the Witch King, this ability, which gives him more armor and more and knockback resistance. So he's better at dealing with it. I actually managed to defeat his barrels, which was impressive actually. I thought he would at least kill my Witch King, but he didn't. So after he used that, I knew he couldn't stand anymore, because that's an expensive unit, and he went for those power points instead of other power points that he could have chosen to help defend or push. So yeah. Now I'm just going for my army and going for the last push.
These new orc hordes smell as bad as the old
And
ones.
I'm hoping that he can't defend here.
We've released the mountain troll. More laborers, eh? Put them to work. You laborers, get to work. These new orc hordes laborers, get to work.
So I don't think Moria is in a bad spot against a lot of other units, or if you're playing on the 2v2, but when they're solos and you're playing against any armies that have flying units, like the Fell Beast or the Eagles, they just don't have a way of dealing with them at all. So maybe that could be addressed. I think that he probably didn't know what to do. He probably didn't know how to handle the Fell Beast, because he just didn't have anything he could do to deal with it. So it was probably frustrating for him.
We've let the mountain troll out of his cage.
He went for the barrel whites too, to try to defend. They are actually really strong. They're really good at helping defend the base. Yeah, and that's the last push, and now he's just getting rid of his base. You can see that the barrel whites got rid of a lot of my trolls already by themselves. And I had catapults that I forgot to use, by the way. They were just sitting back here, and I completely forgot to use them. So I was like, oh yeah, catapults. Then I started using it. So you can see my amazing abilities right there, right?
I see it.
And here I was destroying this mine, but I should have gone for the towers first, probably. And then he placed the watcher here in the back, but he didn't actually hit my catapult. And I don't even think I realized he had a bulb here. Yeah, and that's oh, so he was giving his all, like he was still rebuilding the base, trying to keep himself alive, so. And I had a Fell Beast here that I could have used, that I forgot, and that was it, that was GG. So that was it for me today, guys. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please like the video and consider subscribing to the channel as well. I'll leave links for my YouTube channel and the mod in the description below, and I'll see you next time.